Let's talk about the Great Wall now. So, not surprising at all, but they announced Joseph Wall as the Game 5 starter, confirmation Sheldon Keefe after practice. I don't see if, I don't foresee a scenario where we see Ilya Samsonov again in this series. And that's more because if they're going to continue to win games, it's going to be Joseph Wall. Knock on wood, something happens or he gets lit up. Let's hope that's not the case. But, like, that's the only way in my world I see somebody other than Joseph Wall play for the Maple Leafs for the rest of the series, right? Because that's the way I see it playing out. And I think this Samsonov conversation should be pushed to the side because again, I get it. He's unavailable right now. Upper body injuries is what they're calling it, but it's Wallace Crease for the long term, right?
Well, the reality is they can't lose a game or they're done. So as long as they're
Yeah.
playing, they're winning games. And as long as they're winning games, I don't think you're going to mess with things too bad. If you're winning games, you're getting closer and closer to be able to play weeks more if you can get to the next round. Again, that's a long ways away.
Hmm.
But as long as they're winning games and inching towards that, they're going to keep it the way it is. Just as much for a reason as maybe, hey, Sammy, like, make sure you're healthy. Woll's cover in the crease while you're out, and we will reevaluate if we get through this series and if something huge happens and we're still playing. But again, it's not going to be a decision where, oh, Woll loses one. Who do they go to now? Sammy's kind of healthy because your back's against the wall. It's an elimination game every game. So I wouldn't argue with that at all. If they get through, it'll be a conversation. But I mean, you throw Woll in there, and if he happens to pull off 4 wins in some miraculous way, then how do you argue with taking him out? It's interesting, but it's nice to have that guy because I just hope he keeps his mentality going forward like he has. He seems like one of those guys where the goalies that can't get rattled, they don't overthink the moment, they don't get too in their own head. I think that was probably Freddie Anderson's problem, right? I know that guy. I've played with him, and I think he just, the moment gets big, you think about it, you realize too much, and the wheels start churning, and it becomes hard to perform. Wall doesn't seem like that guy, and I just hope he continues with that mentality. Nonchalantly says, "Hey, my guys are great in front of me. I'm just going to try to stop the puck, and the moment's not too big for me." If he can be that guy, he can kind of maybe get a little run going, and that is how special things start happening. A goalie like him comes in and becomes a story, right?